let me ask you something uncomfortable. If I gave you $100,000 today, would your life actually change tomorrow? Not eventually, not in theory. I mean tomorrow morning, when you wake up, check your phone, and go about your day. Because here's the weird part. Most people think $100,000 is the finish line. Like, once I hit that number, everything clicks. But statistically, most people who reach $100,000 feel almost exactly the same. Same stress, same fear, same money anxiety. And that's not because $100,000 isn't powerful. It's because no one tells you what actually changes and what doesn't. And if you don't understand that, $100,000 won't free you. It'll just confuse you. Before we go any further, if you care about money, investing, and not making the same financial mistakes everyone else makes, subscribe now. This channel is about understanding money before it controls you. All right, let's talk about the truth. Introduction. My name is Lex Money, and I spend way too much time thinking about how money actually works. Not the motivational Instagram version, but the real psychological version. And today, we're talking about why $100,000 changes everything, but not in the way you think. If you're someone who feels like financial freedom is just one number away, thinks 100K is the moment life finally relaxes, or is working insanely hard but still feels behind, this video is for you. Because what happens at $100,000 isn't magic. It's a switch. And most people don't even notice when it flips. Part 1. Why $100,000 feels massive but isn't. Look, $100,000 sounds enormous. For most people, it's more than their annual salary, more money than they've ever seen in one place. A number that feels unreal. Psychologically, $100,000 triggers what researchers call threshold bias. Your brain treats round numbers as life-changing milestones. That's why $9,800 feels close to nothing. $10,000 feels huge. $99,000 feels incomplete. $100,000 feels legendary. But here's the part no one likes to admit. In real life, $100,000 doesn't buy freedom. It buys options. Let's do some real math. If you put $100,000 in a very reasonable long-term investment returning 7% annually, that's about $7,000 per year, about $580 per month. That's not quitting your job money. That's a car payment, a rent supplement, groceries plus utilities. Useful? Yes. Life-changing overnight? No. And this is where disappointment starts. Part 2. The disappointment phase. Here's what most people don't realize. When you hit $100,000, your brain expects relief. But instead, you feel more cautious, more aware of risk, more afraid of losing it. Why? Because before $100,000, money feels hypothetical. After $100,000, it feels fragile. Now you have something to protect. Psychologists call this loss aversion. Studies show people feel the pain of losing money twice as strongly as the pleasure of gaining it. So, ironically, the more money you have, the scarier money becomes. That's why people with savings check markets obsessively, panic over small drops, freeze instead of investing. This is why many people stall at 100K for years, not because they can't grow it, but because they're emotionally paralyzed. Part 3. This is the part no one talks about. $100,000 isn't powerful because of what it earns. It's powerful because of what it unlocks mentally. Once you hit 100K, 3 invisible shifts happen. Shift number 1. Time becomes visible. Before 100K, money feels tied to effort. Hours, paycheck, bills. After 100K, you start seeing time as a financial variable. You realize every decision compounds, every year matters. Waiting costs money. This is when people stop asking, how much can I save? And start asking, how fast can this grow? Shift number 2. Risk stops feeling abstract. Before 100K, risk feels theoretical.
after 100K, risk feels personal. You suddenly understand why diversification matters, why emotions destroy portfolios, why boring investing wins. This is why wealthy people love boring strategies, not because they're lazy, but because they felt fear and survived it. Shift number 3. You stop dreaming and start optimizing. Before 100K, money goals are emotional. I want freedom. I want to be rich. I want options. After 100K, goals get specific. Asset allocation, tax efficiency, cash flow versus growth, long-term planning. This is the line between hope and strategy. Part 4. Why most people waste the 100K moment. Now, here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people waste their first $100,000, not by spending it, but by doing nothing meaningful with it. They let it sit in cash, chase random investments, over-diversify out of fear, or freeze completely. Because no one taught them this. $100,000 isn't for consumption. It's for positioning. It's the moment where you decide what game you're playing, what risks you'll tolerate, what kind of future you're building. This is where wealthy people separate from everyone else. Not because they earn more, but because they think differently. Part 5. The real power of $100,000. Here's what $100,000 actually gives you. Not freedom, but leverage. Leverage over time, leverage over stress, leverage over bad decisions. It lets you stay invested during crashes, say no to terrible opportunities, avoid desperation choices. And desperation is the most expensive emotion in finance. People don't fail because they lack money. They fail because they panic. 100K reduces panic. Not eliminates it, but reduces it. And that alone is powerful. Part 6. What to do when you reach 100K. So, what should you actually do? Here's a simple framework. First, protect first. Emergency fund, insurance, liquidity. Not exciting, but necessary. Second, automate growth. Broad market investing, long-term horizon, low fees. Boring works. Third, control behavior. This matters more than returns. Don't panic sell. Don't chase hype. Don't overcheck. The best investors are emotionally boring. Part 7. The final truth. Here's the line I want you to remember. $100,000 doesn't change your life. It changes your trajectory. And trajectories compound. Most people look for a moment. Wealth is built through phases. $10,000 teaches discipline. 100K teaches restraint. 1 million teaches patience. Miss the lesson, and the money won't save you. If you're working toward $100,000 right now, you're closer than you think. But what matters isn't the number. It's who you become on the way there. If this video helped you understand money a little better, like the video, subscribe for more, and comment 100K if you want the next video on what happens after this stage. Because trust me, this is just the beginning.